Tamara here. I'm going to do my August wrap-up and September TBR today. I have quite a few books to get through, so I'll make this quick. I think I did do pretty well in August. I read mostly everything I wanted to. I did have a few deviations, which changed the plan a little bit, but in general, I read everything that I set out to. Okay, let's get started with the audio. The first thing I listened to was Keep Quiet by Lisa Scottolini. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. I apologize if it's wrong. This is the first time I've read or listened to anything by her, and I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it actually a lot more than I thought I would, and I plan on either reading or listening to more by her in the future. Stay tuned for this review. Second, I listened to Night Broken, which is the 8th book in the Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs. And if you've been following along on my blog, you know that I just love that series. It's so good, and the 8th book was just as good. I've already written the review for this, and it can be found on my blog, which I'll list the link below. The third book I listened to was Alpha and Omega, which is the novella 0.5 in the Alpha and Omega series, which is a spin-off from the Mercy Thompson series by Patricia Briggs. And I started here because I was told that it's better to start with the novella instead of jumping right into the first book. And I did, and I loved it. I'll be posting a review of that on my blog as well very soon. It was really good, so I'm really excited to get going on that series. And the fourth audiobook I listened to this month was Blood Fever, which is the second Fever book in the second book in the Fever series by Karen Marie Moning. And you know, when I first started that series, it was a while back, and I wasn't really sure how I felt about it, especially on auto, but it's starting to grow on me. And the second book was, you know, substantially better than the first to me, so I think things are really getting going, so I'm excited about that, and my review of this will be on my blog really soon as well. Now moving into the books I read. I read a good amount of books. This is a lot for me. Usually I don't get a chance to read this many books, but for some reason it was a really slow month, you know, with commitments and things, so I was able to squeeze more books in. Starting with The Silent Wife by A.S.A. Harrison. This was actually pretty good. I think I had a lot to say on this, and so I won't get into that here, but you can definitely check out the video review I did last week. I'll post a link below. The second book I completed was The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. This was a young adult, and it was interesting. It was cute. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about it now because I'll be posting the review soon, but this was completed. I also finished out the Lux series with Opposition by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This was the book that interrupted my plans. I had forgotten that this came out the first week of August, so I dropped what I was doing to read this book, and I'm glad I did. I was happy with everything, and the review for this will be on my blog soon. I also finished Big Little Lies by Lainey Moriarty. This was really good. Really good. Yeah, I expected nothing less, and it delivered. I was really happy with it. And the books that I did not complete, I did start Dear Daughter, but I wasn't able to complete it in the month of August. So this is the first book that I'll be finishing in September, and it's pretty good so far. I'm pretty well in, I think about 70 pages, so not bad. Another book that I did not complete that I planned on was The 4-Hour Work Week. I don't know how or when I'm going to finish this. I feel like while it's some good information in here, I think this is just going to be one of those really dragged out type situations I'll pick up here and there. I won't commit to reading this in September, but it will be read eventually. Now, on to what else I'm reading in September. In addition to Dear Daughter, I'll also be reading City of Heavenly Fire, which is the final book in the Mortal Instrument series by Cassandra Clare. Now, I gotta be honest, you guys, this has been on my shelf for a long time. I got it, I pre-ordered it, so when the book came out, it was here. I started it already. I started a little while ago. I'm on page 55, but I put it aside because some people had told me some things that I wasn't happy about, so I kind of dragged my feet, but I'm ready to continue, and I want to finish this book up once and for all so I can move on from this series. So that's on the agenda for this month. Also, I will be definitely reading my TBR draw book, Frozen. That was on the agenda for last month, but obviously I didn't get to it, so I'm going to try one more time this go around. I really think I'll be able to get to it this time because it's high on my list. Now, as far as ebooks are concerned, I will be reading From the Ashes by Jeremy Burns. This is Shelf Edition Book Club book read, so this will definitely be completed this month, and hopefully you'll be able to join us to read it as well. And also, if I get to it, I make no promises, but I want to try to read The City by Dean Koontz. I've had this as well for a little bit, and I've been kind of dragging my feet on it. I need to get to it, but if it doesn't happen, it'll be next month. But I'm going to put it on the list for September, and we'll see what I can do. So as far as what I'm going to listen to this month, I have a pretty good list. Nothing too outrageous. But I will be listening to Cry Wolf, which is the first full book in the Alpha and Omega series by Patricia Briggs. That is the series that I just mentioned that I have read the novella, listened to the novella from, so I'll be continuing on with the complete book. I will do Fae Fever, which is the third book in the Fever series, and if I can, I will squeeze in Dream Fever, which is the fourth book in the Fever series. So I kind of want to knock those out. I think there's only 5, so I'd like to get 2 of them done this month if I can. If not, you know, it is what it is. I'll push it off. But anyway, that's my goals for September, and that's what I've read in August. And let me know what you guys read. If you've read any of the books on either my TBR list or the things that I've actually completed, I'd like to hear. And if you have your own wrap-up video or TBR list video, please link it below. I'd like to see what you're reading or listening to. And until next time, you know where to find me, all the usual places. Feel free to chat me up. I love to talk and see what you guys are up to. And thank you for watching, and happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.